Hello. I'm just here to showcase my new William Gibson books. And the most awesome thing is that one of the Gibson books that I got, his novel Virtual Light, actually has his autograph. I think that's so awesome. William Gibson, he is known for his award-winning novel, The Neuromancer, which, when it was published in the 80s, obtained the Hugo, Nebula, and all those awards. I think it also got the Philip K. Dick Award. All those awards that are given to outstanding sci-fi novel. But I read it just recently, and to be frank, and I wasn't really impressed about it. But of course, and I'm not saying that to diminish William Gibson, because his other works, like for example, his bodies of short stories like Burning Chrome. This is like an anthology. I have a copy of Neuromancer, but unfortunately, it's in the province. It's not with me. The problem I had with it when I read it was it felt kind of anachronistic in a sense that I think if I read that in the 80s, which of course is impossible because I was born in 1988, but if I read it in the 80s, I think I would have been much more impressed by it because prior to reading that, and if you look at the works of William Gibson, he's all about virtual reality, cyberpunk, and all those things. And before reading Neuromancer, I already have a lot of expectations or a lot of. I've been spoiled by modern virtual reality of the other media like sci-fi films and other authors who did it. So, like, for example, The Matrix. And when I was reading Neuromancer, it felt like I was comparing it to its modern to those works that made improvements over it, which of course is kind of unfair because it was actually his Neuromancer who like kickstarted that entire genre of cyberpunk. And so we have this I have this unfair assessment of him because I read his work at a wrong time. So if had I read it in the 80s, I think I would have understood why it was appealing. So it was still there. I still get why it got those awards in the 80s, but I don't know if you read it today, and then with all this other knowledge of virtual reality works, it again, personally, I wasn't that impressed. So it's like if we have this candy called Max lemon flavor, I haven't drank. It was only recently that I began drinking lemonades, and my first access to lemon was this candies. And so you have this weird phenomenon where I begin comparing. Whenever I drink lemonade, I'm like, oh, the lemonade. It reminds me of the Max candy, which is weird because why is the real thing reminding you of an imitation? So it's kind of something like that happened with Neuromancer. I made when I was reading it, I kept on comparing it with modern cyberpunk works that inspired them. Those works, the recent works in the first place. So yeah, it's still a good novel, but it did not age very well in my opinion. But of course, his other works, Burning Chrome, very very outstanding, and Virtual Light, another novel, and this one I haven't read it. I don't know if it's good enough or what. I don't care. It has his autograph. Okay, that's the most important thing. I also have another copy of his brilliant novel. I believe it was written with Bruce Sterling, The Difference Engine. But yeah, I like the premise of that one. Like, what happened to the computers if the transistors hadn't been invented, and it remained mechanical based, powered by gears and so on. It was awesome, yeah. But so yeah, this is my William Gibson. I have his Neuromancer. It's not with me, but yeah, I have a lot of his work. So yeah, I'll be in this videos. I'll be like, showing you some of my sci-fi books. Maybe next, I'm gonna review the most recent book that I finished, which was a anthology by Asimov called "The Earth Is Not Enough." Right. So till then, and I hope you found my autographed virtual light awesome. Yeah.